My dear friends, take in this truth. The lottery win isn't some far-off hope hanging out in the distance. It's already yours. In the very instant you first conceived the desire, the seed of its fulfillment was already planted in the rich soil of your inner world. Your task now is simply to water that seed daily with the living word. Understand that your words are not empty puffs of air. They're creative forces, charged with the energy of your belief. When you speak, you aren't merely talking, you're building. The spoken word, fused with the conviction that you already have it, calls the unseen into visible form in your physical world. Each morning, as you rise, let your very first words be declarations of what's already fulfilled. I am so grateful, the lottery win is already mine. The prize has found me. The abundance I sought has arrived. My numbers have lined up perfectly. Wealth flows into my life with ease. Don't speak these words like someone begging for a distant future. Speak them like someone simply describing what's already true right now. Feel the rush of triumph move through you as you declare your win. Picture the joy on the faces of the people you love. Feel the weight of the prize sitting in your own hands. Let that victorious scene play out vividly in your imagination as you say the words out loud. Grasp this deep mystery. It isn't the outer world that decides your reality. It's your inner assumptions. Even if your senses whisper doubt, even if nothing on the surface has changed yet, hold firm to your spoken word. Because the world you're looking at is only a reflection, a shadow trailing behind the light of your inner conviction. Every time you repeat your declaration, you reinforce the structure of the reality you want. The more often you say it, the stronger that foundation grows, until physical reality has no option but to fall in line. Remember too, the sacred power hidden inside gratitude. Gratitude is the language of possession. When you give thanks for your lottery win before it's physically arrived, you're telling your subconscious mind, in no uncertain terms, that it's already locked in. Gratitude closes the gap between wanting and having. When doubt creeps in, retreat to your inner sanctuary. Whisper your victorious words all over again. Flood your mind with images of wealth already received. Feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with it. Through this daily practice, you activate the law that governs all creation. Whatever you consistently assume as true becomes your lived experience. The lottery win isn't something you chase down. It's something you claim, and you claim it through your word, your faith, and your gratitude. Keep speaking these words every single day, and know with total certainty that unseen forces are lining up in your favor. The win is moving toward you, or, put more accurately, you're moving toward its visible arrival. Trust the process. Stay in the feeling of the wish already fulfilled. The moment of manifestation has already been written. Your lottery win is done. Speak this daily, and let your word take on flesh. Thank you. The spoken word, soaked through with belief, isn't just sound. It's the actual instrument of creation. Words are far more than vibrations moving through air. They're seeds, planted in the boundless soil of the unseen. The instant you speak, you set a force into motion, one that gathers the invisible particles of existence and compels them to arrange themselves according to your declaration. Every word carries within it the essence of whatever state of consciousness produced it. Spoken with doubt, words produce confusion and delay. But spoken with unwavering belief, your words become living commands directed at the unseen intelligence governing all form. They tell the universe exactly what must now be arranged on your behalf, which is why the words you speak are never idle. They carry the full authority of creation itself. Every time you affirm your desire with real conviction, you're impressing it onto the vast field of consciousness. You aren't trying to convince some external deity or distant power. You're directing your own creative faculty, the infinite intelligence living inside you, which responds instantly to whatever assumption currently dominates your mind. The unseen realm treats your word as law because it recognizes the authority behind it. Simply repeating affirmations without feeling or attention isn't enough. The real power comes from saturating your words with belief, with the vivid assumption that what you're saying is already true. That's the actual secret. You must speak not from a place of wanting, but from a place of already having. The words "I am wealthy," spoken as a wistful wish, carry no real power at all. But those very same words, said with deep conviction of their reality, light the fires of creation. Your spoken word draws up a mental blueprint. Each repetition reinforces that design, strengthening the bridge between the unseen and the seen. Just as a seed in the ground needs steady nourishment, your words need persistence too. Every declaration waters the soil of your subconscious mind, until, in due time, the full harvest of your desire finally appears. Think about the power you're already wielding every single day. In every conversation, every internal monologue, you're shaping your reality. Speak of lack, struggle, or failure, and you give those conditions life. Speak of abundance, success, and fulfillment, and you call those conditions into being instead. The creative word plays no favorites. It produces exactly whatever you decree. Once you fully understand this, you become deliberate about your speech. You realize that idle words of fear, doubt, or complaint are just as creative as words of faith and victory. So you choose to guard your tongue and your thoughts, letting only what serves your desired reality pass your lips. And when you declare, "The lottery win is already mine," you're not simply hoping chance smiles on you. You're announcing a fact to the creative law governing manifestation. You're instructing the unseen to arrange the channels, events, and circumstances needed to deliver what you've already claimed. Even when appearances stay unchanged, keep speaking with confidence, knowing the creative process is already underway. The unseen realm needs no physical proof to act. It responds only to the authority of your assumption, expressed through your word. Finally, let gratitude walk alongside your declarations. Speak as someone who has already received, simply acknowledging a desire already fulfilled. Gratitude infuses your words with the highest frequency of acceptance, speeding up their arrival in your world. Through this practice, you step into your rightful place as the operating power behind your own reality. You hold the creative word. Wield it with wisdom, with faith, and with joyful expectation. Your word is your wand. Speak life into your desires, and watch reality bend to your command. Words only carry real power when they rise out of a consciousness of already having. Just saying the words isn't enough. The secret lives in the state you're speaking from. Your words have to rise from a deep inner conviction that what you desire is already accomplished. From that state, your speech stops being a request or a plea. It becomes a decree, an announcement of a completed manifestation. The world responds not to your needs, but to your assumptions. The beggar who pleads and longs is unknowingly declaring his own state of lack. His words, however desperate, still carry the vibration of absence, and the universe, being a perfect mirror, hands him back exactly the condition of wanting. That's why so many who pray for riches remain poor, and so many who plead for health remain sick. Their words are soaked in the energy of not having. But someone who understands this law speaks a different way entirely. This person speaks from the end, as though the desire has already taken shape. In his mind's eye, he's already holding the prize. His emotions already match the joy of possession. When he speaks, his words aren't attempts to convince anyone. They're simply expressions of a reality he already knows to be true. That's the great mystery of speaking from the fulfilled state. You have to mentally step into the state of your wish fulfilled before you even open your mouth. You have to feel the joy, the relief, the gratitude, and the confidence that naturally comes with possession. Only then do your words carry real creative power. They become living words, charged with the substance of your inner state, commanding unseen forces to arrange themselves accordingly. When you declare, "I am the winner of the lottery," say it like someone actually living that experience. See the winning numbers flash before your eyes. Feel the exhilaration of victory racing through your body. Hear your loved ones' congratulations. Breathe the fresh air of financial freedom. Taste the sweetness of a fulfilled dream. The more real you make it inside yourself, the more powerful your words become. Speaking from the fulfilled state isn't about faking or pretending. It's about assuming the truth of your desire so completely that your whole being resonates with it. You move, think, and speak like someone who already has what they were once seeking. This inner alignment creates a vibrational match that pulls the matching reality into your experience. Don't worry about how or when the manifestation will arrive. The creative intelligence inside you already knows the perfect path. Your job is simply to hold the state of fulfillment and let your words keep affirming it. The moment you slip back into doubt, fear, or lack, gently return to the state of completion. Speak again from the end, and let your words declare victory once more, with certainty. Even when the outer world looks unchanged, stay faithful to the inner vision. Understand that the physical world always lags behind the mental and spiritual realm. What you see around you is just a reflection of past assumptions. By staying in your fulfilled state, you're planting new seeds that must eventually bear fruit. Gratitude is the natural companion of fulfilled speech. Giving thanks, as though your desire is already realized, amplifies your creative power. Gratitude seals the assumption and sends out a clear signal that your manifestation is done. Speak from the fulfilled state every day. Let your words echo your inner victory. You aren't hoping for your desire, you're already living it in consciousness. And as surely as the sun rises, the outer world will conform to the truth of your sustained inner conversation. You are the operating power. Your word is law. Speak as someone who has already received, and reality will bend to your decree. There's a hidden door inside you, a gateway built not from brick or stone, but from consciousness itself. It's your inner hearing, the silent faculty through which creation actually unfolds. Your physical ears hear the outer world, but it's the ear of your imagination that hears the voice of creation. When you speak inwardly, softly, confidently, repeatedly, you awaken the hidden power shaping your reality. The world you experience out there is nothing more than a projection of the conversations happening in here. Every dialogue you hold inside yourself imprints straight onto your subconscious mind. That subconscious doesn't judge or argue or debate. It simply accepts whatever it repeatedly hears as true and starts molding your outer circumstances to match. Most people unknowingly use this power against themselves. They let inner conversations full of doubt, worry, fear, and failure dominate their mental atmosphere. They speak silently of lack. They rehearse disappointment. They rehearse losing before they've even started. And because the subconscious takes these inner murmurs as truth, the external world obliges by reflecting back those very conditions. But you, now that you understand the secret, are being called to take command of this inner hearing. Deliberately fill your mind with victorious conversations. Whisper to yourself daily, hourly if needed, "The lottery win is mine. My numbers have lined up perfectly. I am the winner. The wealth already belongs to me." Feel the words as you say them inwardly. Let the thrill of victory pulse through you. Don't wait for visible proof before allowing yourself these whispers. The evidence follows the conviction, it never leads it. The more real these inner words feel to you, the faster the subconscious moves to arrange their outer fulfillment. This isn't wishful thinking. This is the law of creation in motion. Inner hearing outranks outer speech. You could say something out loud 1,000 times with zero effect if your inner conversation contradicts what you're saying. But a single inner statement, charged with deep belief, and vivid feeling can move mountains and reshape your reality, because the subconscious answers to the feeling of reality, not to hollow repetition. As you practice inner hearing, you're planting seeds in the garden of your subconscious. Each seed carries the entire blueprint for its own harvest. The subconscious, like rich soil, nurtures those seeds and brings them to life. In due time, what you've heard inwardly blooms outwardly into undeniable experience. You might ask, how long do I need to keep this up? The answer's simple: until you no longer feel any need to keep it up. Once your inner hearing feels so real, so natural, that you're living in the confidence of its truth, manifestation becomes unavoidable. You'll know you've arrived there because there'll be a peace, a calm assurance, even without any physical proof yet. The world can't resist someone who persistently hears the sound of victory inside themselves. The world has no choice but to conform to the dominant vibration of your inner world. Every condition, every person, every event, every circumstance gets drawn into alignment with the frequency of your sustained inner conversation. In the quiet moments of your day, before sleep, upon waking, during idle stretches, turn inward, whisper your desire as already fulfilled. See the images, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. Let your inner hearing stay alive and thick with certainty. And when doubt or fear creeps in, as it sometimes will, return immediately to that inner sanctuary. Cancel every thought that contradicts your desire. Replace it instantly with your victorious declaration. You aren't fighting reality, you're simply reasserting your creative authority. Remember always, the subconscious accepts whatever it hears over and over. The outer world is simply the canvas your inner hearing paints onto. Guard your inner conversations carefully, and you'll shape your world according to your highest desires. Inner hearing is the secret door. Walk through it daily, and the riches of the unseen will pour into your life. Reality shapes and reshapes itself according to the patterns held inside your mind. These patterns aren't formed by passing wishes or occasional wants. They're formed by persistent assumption, the daily deliberate act of occupying the state of your fulfilled desire. Every assumption you make and sustain carves itself into the fabric of existence, forcing the seen world to match the unseen structure you've built inside. The law of repeated assumption is simple but absolute. Whatever you consistently assume to be true becomes your experience. Your world isn't responding to your fleeting thoughts. It's responding to the deep convictions you hold, the beliefs you nurture, the assumptions you keep reinforcing. To assume is to take possession. When you assume the lottery win is yours, you aren't just entertaining a possibility, you're claiming it as your reality right now. You're mentally stepping into the state where the desire has already been fulfilled. From that position, you stop seeking or yearning. You simply live inwardly as someone who's already received. Every day you declare, the lottery win is already mine. You're not just speaking words, you're laying bricks into a mental structure, an invisible temple of belief that reality must eventually reflect. Each repetition strengthens the foundation, reinforces the walls, completes the roof. Eventually the structure becomes so solid and complete that the world, being a mirror, has no choice but to reflect it right back to you. Persistence is the master key. Many people falter because they let appearances shake their assumptions. When results don't show up instantly, they abandon the state and slide right back into old patterns of doubt and lack. But whoever understands this law stands firm. No matter what the senses report, they keep affirming, keep assuming, keep occupying the fulfilled state. The outer world catches up slowly, not because the law is hesitant, but because you're rewiring deeply grooved patterns. You're replacing old assumptions of failure, limitation, and scarcity with new ones of wealth, success, and abundance. This inner shift happens layer by layer, carving new channels into the subconscious mind. Every declaration of the lottery win is already mine cuts a little deeper into the rock of consciousness until the new pattern is firmly set. Understand that repetition here isn't mechanical, it's creative. You aren't chanting like someone begging for permission. You're assuming like someone who knows their word is law. Repeating the assumption impresses your subconscious with authority, turning your desire into a dominant state rather than a passing thought. The power isn't in how many times you say it, it's in how deeply you feel it each time. One assumption made with genuine conviction outweighs 1,000 hollow repetitions. As you keep at it, your assumption becomes so natural, so self-evident, that you stop questioning whether it's real. It feels like it's always been true. And then, without any strain, the world shifts. Seemingly random events start lining up. Opportunities show up. Circumstances change. People appear. The lottery numbers fall into perfect order, and what you assumed inwardly becomes an undeniable fact outwardly. The world isn't responding to chance. It's responding to your repeated assumption. Even after your desire has manifested, the principle still applies. All of life runs on this same law. If you want to hold on to your success, keep assuming your wealth, your health, your happiness as ongoing realities. Live in a constant state of fulfillment, always choosing your assumptions carefully and consciously. The law of repeated assumption is the creative engine driving your entire reality. You're the one operating it. Stay watchful, stay persistent, assume the ending boldly and continually, and reality will faithfully follow your command. The lottery win is already yours. Assume it daily, and so it will be. One of the biggest challenges for a conscious creator is learning to detach from the misleading evidence handed over by the senses. The physical world feels so final, so absolute. Yet it's nothing more than a reflection, a delayed echo of your past inner states. What sits before your eyes right now isn't the truth of your present assumption, but the fading residue of old beliefs you once held firmly. Your senses only report what's already been impressed onto the fabric of reality. They don't show you what's currently being created, only what's already solidified. So judging your progress by the appearance of current circumstances is a total misunderstanding of how creation actually works. You aren't here to observe reality, you're here to command it. When you declare, "The lottery win is already mine," you're speaking into the unseen realm, where everything is first formed. Even if the outer world still looks unchanged, even if your bank account stays flat for a while, even if the winning numbers haven't been announced yet, don't let it sway you. The instant you speak in faith, the unseen gears of the universe start turning. The machinery of creation begins moving in ways beyond your grasp, aligning people, events, and circumstances in perfect harmony with your declared state. This is exactly why detachment matters so much. Learn to walk by faith, not by sight. Faith is the ability to rest in the unseen, trusting that what's real exists first in consciousness and only later becomes visible. Stay attached to appearances, and you live as a servant of your senses. Detach, and you rule as master of your own reality. Don't fall into the trap of constantly checking for evidence. A seed doesn't sprout because you dig it up every day to check its progress. It flourishes because you trust the process and let the invisible forces of nature do their work beneath the surface. The same goes for your assumption. Once it's planted, once it's spoken with conviction, let it gestate in the womb of the unseen. In moments of doubt, remind yourself the outer world always trails behind the inner world. What you're seeing now is simply the harvest of old assumptions. The new crop, planted by your recent declarations, is still on its way up. Its arrival is certain. Only the timing is governed by nature's own law of gestation. Your job isn't to question how long it'll take, but to stay loyal to your assumption while it unfolds. There's real freedom in detachment. You're free from the emotional roller coaster that plagues people who live by sight alone. You stop reacting to temporary appearances because you know they hold no actual power. Instead, you hold your inner vision steady, affirming daily, "The lottery win is already mine," no matter what the world seems to be reporting. Detachment isn't indifference, it's mastery. It's the quiet confidence that what you've declared has to come to pass, because the law can't fail. It's the unshakable calm of someone who knows reality bends to the dominant assumption, not to momentary feelings or fleeting appearances. Even as days pass, even if obstacles seem to pop up, you stay steady. You understand obstacles are often just the rearranging of conditions necessary for your desire to manifest. What looks like a delay is often preparation. What feels like denial is often just the universe organizing itself for your benefit. In this state of detachment, you keep doing the inner work. You keep affirming. Keep doing your imaginal acts. Keep nourishing your assumption with faith and gratitude, knowing manifestation is inevitable. The physical world will soon catch up to your assumption. The lottery win will show up as surely as the sun rises, because you've pulled your attention away from the distractions of appearance and stayed anchored in the truth of your fulfilled desire. Detach from the visible world, rest in the unseen, speak your word in faith, and watch the universe fulfill what you've already claimed. Gratitude is far more than simple politeness. It isn't just saying thank you for things already received. In the realm of creation, gratitude is the master key sealing your assumption and completing the bridge between the unseen and the seen. It's the final declaration that moves desire out of imagination and into possession. When you give thanks for your lottery win as though it's already happened, you aren't fooling yourself. You're aligning with the truth of your own assumption. You're speaking to your subconscious mind in the one language it understands, the language of completion. The subconscious doesn't distinguish between what's physically present and what's vividly imagined with real feeling. It only responds to the emotional conviction carried inside your gratitude. Gratitude declares, "It is done." It tells the unseen world, "There's nothing left to want," because the desire is already fulfilled. In this state, you release all the tension of wanting, striving, hoping. You stop anxiously reaching forward and instead rest calmly in the satisfaction of already having received. This inner satisfaction is the soil where manifestations bloom effortlessly. Many people fail at creating because they stay trapped in the energy of wanting. They repeat their affirmations but keep feeling the lack. They visualize the desire but sense its absence the whole time. But when you step into gratitude, you shift into the energy of possession. You start living emotionally in the result, not in the gap between you and your desire. Picture the feeling of having actually won the lottery. Visualize the moment the winning numbers get announced and they match your ticket. Feel the rush of joy, disbelief melting into certainty, the overwhelming relief and excitement. Now give thanks from that place, as though it's already happened. Whisper to yourself, "Thank you for my magnificent win. Thank you for this life-changing abundance. I am so grateful the wealth is now mine." Every time you do this, you're impressing your subconscious with the vibration of fulfillment. You're reinforcing the assumption that the event has already taken place. This repeated, emotionally charged gratitude nourishes your seed of assumption, helping it flourish and break through into your visible world. Gratitude also quiets a restless mind. Living in thankfulness leaves no room for doubt to take root. Fear loses its grip because you're no longer entertaining the possibility of lack. You've chosen your reality and sealed it with gratitude. The mind naturally relaxes, letting the subconscious work freely, without interference. Gratitude also pulls you into harmony with the larger creative force. You move in rhythm with the universal law that responds to your state of being. Gratitude keeps your consciousness elevated, your emotions light, your attention fixed on the truth of your fulfilled desire. You don't have to force the outer world into compliance. Your gratitude guarantees it. The unseen gears keep turning, orchestrating circumstances, aligning events, drawing in the right people to play their part in fulfilling your assumption. As the days go by, stay anchored in gratitude. Resist the urge to ask when or how the lottery win is going to arrive. That knowledge isn't necessary. Your part is to assume, to feel, to give thanks, and to trust. The unseen intelligence already knows the perfect time and way for your manifestation to unfold. Begin each morning with gratitude. End each night with grateful final thoughts. Throughout your day, let spontaneous moments of gratitude rise up, as though you've already received exactly what you sought. Gratitude isn't merely the finish line of the process. It's the power that completes and sustains the whole thing. It turns desire into certainty, hope into possession, thought into form. Through gratitude, you declare to yourself, to your subconscious, and to the universe, it is finished, and so it is. The lottery win isn't something you're chasing, it exists right now inside your consciousness, ready to unfold at the appointed hour. Your task is complete. Stay faithful to your inner vision. Don't let any outer condition disturb your calm knowing. Unseen forces are already at work, rearranging the details of your world to bring forth what you've declared. Trust, persist, and rest in the joy of fulfillment. Because whatever you claim with conviction in your inner world must, by law, eventually become visible in your outer world. Thank you for letting me guide you through these timeless truths. May you walk boldly in your creative power, knowing that what you seek is already yours. Thank you, and may your manifestation unfold with ease and certainty. This is Neville Lectures. I'll see you in the next video.